Ladies and gentlemen, put those hands together.
We had somebody just call us one day, mistakenly thinking that we were a lounge because they looked us up online. They saw our online presence and assumed we were a karaoke lounge. And they called and asked if they could come over, to which we naturally replied, no, you may not come over, this is our home. That's pretty much how Lions Roar started.
This is Roberto and Zaida Williams, owners of Lions Roar Entertainment. Together, they run an immensely popular karaoke lounge out of their living room. We were lucky enough to visit their Brooklyn apartment to hear their story and do some karaoke.
Honestly, the business started because we were karaoke fans. I mean, ultimately, once we got into it, we used to frequent the private room places. And one year, as we were doing our finances, I was appalled at how much we were spending in private room karaoke places on a weekly basis. And I was like, wow, you know, we could like buy some really good equipment and throw parties ourselves.
When Lions Roar Karaoke House started and became the success that it became, I retired from teaching and just do this full time. Since the place was pretty much already structurally built as you see it, we didn't really have to structurally change much, but what we did decide to do was create a mood through lighting. And that pretty much was it. So we put out some
We also
candles.
decided we didn't want to have like a big honking sign in front of the building.
Right.
Like we thought something that we could put in front of the building that's not a sign. So that's we came up with the idea of Art Deco Lion's head that's above the door. So we put that out, we got a square reader, and we were like, okay, we're ready.
I don't even think we invested 500. I mean, it was very minimal.
I think probably the most expensive thing was the sign, and that was only a couple hundred.
The thing is that, you know, a lot of the lighting accoutrements that we have in here, we owned from when we were doing karaoke at bars and restaurants. You know, picking up some candles at a local grocery store. At that time we were using real flame candles, which I regretted. And that first group came in, we didn't know what to expect, and they had a blast. And that's when we knew that we hit on something that people were going to really respond to very strongly. Your own karaoke house party. You have a house party at your house, right? Well, instead of doing a house party at your house, do it at ours. And so, you know, we've taken that concept and the concept of a karaoke / cabaret night where there's an audience and there's an MC hosting the night and making it a grand thing, and combine the two into a house party thing.
Sounds fun, right? Well, it is. So fun, in fact, that their phone is ringing off the hook.
Or trying to care about how they sound. Sorry.
Oh, that's going to interrupt. All right. Hello, this is Lions Roar Karaoke House. Roberto speaking.
Hi, Roberto. I'm interested in reserving a room for the 21st for birthday.
I can tell you, Natalie, that the 21st we're booked solid up until 2 a.m. So
really?
The earliest I can get you. The earliest I can get you on that night is 2:30.
Well, what about the 20th?
Anywhere between 6 and 8.
5 and 6.
I would say between
be
5 and
5 and
8.
8, 5 and 8
Between
parties.
5 and 8 parties a week. Most of our bookings come on Fridays and Saturdays. We can do anywhere from 2 to on really busy nights. We've done sometimes 4 bookings on a single night, like on a Friday and on a Saturday. You know, when you approach a business venture with bravery, where you're terrified of stuff, but you know you're exhilarated by how fearful you may feel, it propels you to try new things and be bold. Your result can eventually only be success. When you're willing to think that way, the world is your oyster eventually, but it requires quite a leap of faith in yourself.